So the following is just a overview of how to use the report, looking at well licenses or wells drilled in Texas by the field location. And so really we've got Excel, two simple spread tabs. One is the master data. And so what this is all wells drilled year to date, and it's April 26th, 2019. And then we have a comparison over here that allows us to see, I compared 2018 versus 2019, and this is period, the same period, beginning of the year till April. And then we show a breakdown. What I would do if I wanted to drill down into some of these areas, let's say that the Phantom is something that's interesting to me, I would come over to the report, and then we come over to field name, and then I would unclick, and then I would say, hey, let's take a look at the Phantom information. And then I've got kind of two Phantom fields. And then if I want to drill down on that a little bit closer, I would copy that information, bring it over here into a new sheet. And then in the new sheet, I could name that Phantom and then come over and do insert. And then I'm looking at the pivot table. And I'd say, okay, pivot table. And then the first thing I might want to look at is, hey, let's take a look at this by account name. And then I've done some analytics there. If I highlight the B column, and then we come over here to data. And then when I click on the data, I can say sort this largest to smallest. And then so we can see that the Phantom field, here's my primary players in that particular geographic location that I'd be interested in. And then we can name that Phantom summary, so on and so forth, or you could delete it after you're done. And then come in and say, okay, well, what are some of the other things that I might be interested in? Might be nearest town. So the Phantom area, again, insert, pivot table. I'd say okay. And then when we come over here, I'd take a look at my search, nearest town, and then come down here and say, okay, what's the nearest town? And then let's look at that by count. And then we look at it, and there's the the top town, so on and so forth. So that's all different ways for you to go in and analyze this data more closely.